Hi, it's me again, Vincent, back again with another entry, um, another result finding for the Youth’12 research. This time we'll be going over home and families. So basically, how our homes, or how youth's homes and their families kind of affect their overall well-being. Yeah, so this is two youths, so this is directed at youths, and again there's Thea helping me out with this. Yeah, just a quick reminder that this is kind of our own take or our own interpretation of our findings, and basically this is kind of how we take it is kind of derived from our experiences with youths, as me as a pre-service teacher, as with Thea as a youth leader, and this is kind of, we're going to be adding our own comments basically. But basically, let's get straight into it. So there's a quote here by McLaren in 2002. Caring, supportive, and safe families are critically important for young people. Overall, young people who report caring and supportive family relationships are generally happier and healthier and get on a better life. So basically, my kind of interpretation, or my take on that, is that students who kind of have better supporting families, or blessed enough with that to be living in that environment with a supportive family, generally they tend to do well. It's not always the case, but according to that quote, that's my take on it. Basically, so this next part just shows. It's going to be quite concise, this video. It's just going to go quickly show how spending time with family can kind of, or the numbers of youth that spend time with families, and how that they spend more time with families, and how that affects them in comparison to youth who don't, and also families that worry about youth that worry about having enough money for food for their families, and family backgrounds and circumstances, other family backgrounds and circumstances. But basically, so say it's here. In 2012, many students were happy with how they were getting along with their family. 70%, 72% actually, and reported that family members got along together well, or very well. 69% of students had fun with their families, or often, or a lot. 78% of students felt close to their mothers and fathers most of the time, and an overwhelming majority felt that their mothers or fathers cared a lot about them. So that's a good indication, that I guess families, or mums and dads, I mean in 2012 anyways, are actually doing their jobs, right? That's always a good thing when your parents are always doing are doing their jobs, taking up the responsibility to kind of actually take care of their kids. It says there, for males and females, most of the time, so there's kind of about 80%, 79% or so of males most of the time feel closer to their mothers or fathers compared to females. And about the same, about 90% mothers and or fathers care a lot about students, so their children. So that's a good kind of finding. It'd be quite interesting to see if there is any change to 2017, so nowadays. Do you have any questions there?
No, not really at this point. I don't. Maybe just like to add that these results could be affected ever since the results from 2012, just because things like exterior factors like technology and stuff just in general. So
Yeah, like so
yeah, just
it
sort of something to think about.
yeah, definitely. With like technology advances of today, I guess it comes down, um, it adds extra pressure, especially when it gets to the findings of here, like families that worry about having enough food, having enough money for food. You know, with technology and schools kind of require some schools requiring students to have certain devices now that kind of maybe um, um, fights for the money allocation that would, I guess, usually go to food, and that sometimes it goes towards like other things like buying devices for their students or for their children. um, yeah
Yeah,
so
and also like with technology in general, as the years have gone by, there's been obviously a decrease in that personal connections that we may have within our
yeah
families.
so
So yeah, that
so,
could be
so
affected in
yeah,
that
it'd
way.
be quite interesting to see actually, yeah, going back to that whole um mothers like children, youths feeling how close they are to their mums and dads,
Yeah,
because there has been a lot of changes since 2012. It'd be quite interesting see if they did another one of these research to see if the numbers over here would um, change much or not. um, but yeah, that's it basically. So um, having good family, I guess, rapport and just relationship always helps the students. It's in a positive way. No, I'm not saying always, but generally it would, according to this research anyways, the research findings, students who experience family time and spend enough time with their family will generally feel supported. um, yeah, and would generally tend to have a better, I guess, experience, especially at school. Sweet.